and today we will go over one of very nice wins by Bobby Fischer. And this game he played against a strong player from US, Ruben Fine, and it's only 17 moves this game, but you will see some very nice ideas that Fischer did in this game. And after that we will do some tactical ideas that we usually do. Different tactical motifs, could be double check, discovery, many different ideas. Yes, you have a question?
I borrowed a book from the chess library
Uh-huh.
about Fischer.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, just look at the games and you will learn a lot, definitely. So that's why we will go over one of his games. So Fischer is playing with the white pieces and Ruben Fine is black. And I will be asking you to find the moves. And please only raise your hand. Don't have to make any noise. Just raise your hand. I will see you raising your hand and I will ask you, okay? So let's do that. So E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Bishop C4, Bishop C5. And here Fischer played this move B4. Anybody know what's the name of this opening? When he plays B4. What is white trying to play here? Yes?
Evans Gambit.
Very good. This is the Evans Gambit. When you sacrifice a pawn in the opening, it's considered a gambit. And here, white is sacrificing a pawn in order to get some initiative. Okay? Now, taking with a knight, it's bad, because if you take with a knight, white can just simply take the pawn on e5. So that's why usually black takes, bishop takes b4. And the idea is white plays c3, gaining a tempo on the bishop. Now bishop goes back to a5, and now d4. By losing a pawn now, white has a control of the center. Okay? Now e takes d4 plate, e takes d4 plate, and now white castles. And see, black is just capturing the pawns. But the problem here is white already developed, and black still needs to develop his knight, and the king is in the middle of the board. So here, if you're playing with the white pieces, what do you think? What's the best move here for white to activate a piece, develop a piece, and also create a threat immediately? So think about it a little bit. There are a few different moves you can try to do, but which move would be the best here? Let's see. Okay, yes?
C bishop to
Which C bishop? We have two of them, yeah?
the one on C1
Uh-huh.
to G5.
Yes. You can go to G5. That's a possibility, but he probably is going to just play this move. Just going to go here. Okay? You have something better here. Something better. Yes. Uh-huh. Well, if you go here, he could take you. So you could go here possibly, but still, there is something better you have here. Yes?
C3, A3.
Bishop a3, that's a possibility. You can do that. But again, we're not really threatening anything immediately. So the next move you play, you immediately threaten something. Okay? So you need to find that move. You develop a piece and you attack something. Go ahead.
Knight C3.
Knight c3, but the bishop can take it. See? So let's see. Okay, just raise your hand, yeah? Okay, go ahead, yeah?
Bishop to
That's a developing move. That's a developing move, but it's not attacking anything. So I need you to develop one of your pieces and increase the pressure. I mean, yeah, you're attacking the pawn, yeah, but that pawn is protected. It's a strong move, very strong move here. You need to find. Yes. Knight to d4. It's possible, but better. Something better you need to develop. Yes.
Bishop to d2.
Yeah, but bishop d2. Oh, can he just take it?
Yeah, but then no.
See, you don't want to lose the bishop,
Then
yeah.
the knight can take it. Then the
Bishop will take it, then you can take the bishop, and that's by 2 points tree.
Yeah, you don't want to lose a bishop, yeah, for just a pawn. Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Queen to b3.
Queen to b3. The reason this move is very strong because you develop your queen,
Oh, yeah.
and also you're attacking the pawn on f7. Immediately you're creating a threat. So he needs to do something to defend against this threat.
wouldn't it like if he put it on d5?
Well, you could also do that. You could also go queen d5, but most likely he's going to go queen e7. Okay? So,
But then you can win
yeah. So, queen b3. Now he played queen e7. And now Fischer took the pawn on c3 because now he's trying to go knight d5. Okay?
Why don't you just use the bishop on c1? Why don't you just use the bishop?
Do what?
Why don't you keep the knight at
Uh-huh.
and move the bishop to c3?
a3 you mean?
Yeah.
Well, you could do that, but he just plays d6. And he's blocking the diagonal. So he took on c3. Black should have taken the knight. But then queen takes c3. White still has a very active position. So he played knight f6. And this is a mistake. Now, can you find the best move for white to take advantage of this mistake? Knight f6. Think about it first for a few minutes. Try to calculate some lines. And then you can raise your hand. So his king is in the middle of the board, yeah? So you have to try to take advantage of it since the king is in the middle of the board here. Yes? Yeah. Huh? But if you take the b7, bishop is protecting it, see? You lose your queen. Don't rush.
Not too good.
Don't rush. See, you need a very active move here. You need a very active move. Let's see. Yes.
Knight d5.
Excellent. Knight d5. Activating the queen. I'm sorry, activating the knight. Now attacking on the queen.
And knight.
And the knight. So he takes. Now you have a choice. You can take back with the bishop, or you can take back with the pawn.
Bishop's finished. Yeah, the pawn's not blocking the bishop.
Okay, just raise your just raise your hand. What do you think? Take back with the bishop or take back with the pawn? Yes. Pawn. Absolutely. You want to take back with the pawn because you want to open up the e file for your rook. Okay? So that's why you want to take back with the pawn. If you take back with the bishop, you're not really attacking anything because the knight is protected. Okay? So you want to take back with the pawn. You attack the knight. Okay? Now, he played knight e5. So now you capture. He captures. Now you need to find another move here to develop a piece and also attack.
So like end it all. See it.
Now, which move you have to find here for white? What do you think? To develop a piece and attack one of the black pieces. Yes? You could play that, but see, the rook, he's threatening to take your rook. You have to see his threat. He's trying to take your rook. So that move will also help you to develop a piece. Okay? Develop a piece and attack. Yes. Yes.
Bishop to C. I mean H6. Huh? H6.
You want to put the bishop here?
No.
But what if he takes? He could take you.
Or he could take
And see, he is guarding this square. This idea would have been great if the bishop wasn't there. But the bishop is, you would have win the queen, but in this case you can because he takes that. Okay?
They would have checkmate if you did that. No.
Okay, now what do you need to do here? What do you need to do here? Think about it. It's a nice move you need to find. Yes. Correct. Bishop b2. Bishop b2 attacking on the queen and developing a piece. Now he needs to move the queen, yes? Queen g5 he played. Because you want to win this pawn on g7, but the queen is protecting it. So now you need to find a move to deflect the queen in order to win the g7 pawn. So which move you can play here to try to deflect the queen so you can win the g7 pawn here? Yes? You could play queen g3, but the thing is with the queen g3, he can just take you.
But then you lose that castle.
Shh! Please, I will answer the questions, yeah? So only raise your hand first. If I call you, then you can say the lines, okay? Because so many of you today, I know we have a tournament, but we have a lot of you, so I need only raise your hand first, and then you can say lines, okay? Now, if takes, see, black can castle now. And he's going to be able to escape. So that's why we don't want to play queen g3 here. Something that we can attack immediately. Yes? Yeah.
Pawn f4.
Pawn f4 is a possibility. He played a little bit different. Pawn f4 is weakening the diagonal, so maybe that. He played h4 instead. Attacking the queen. Now queen takes h4. And now, since we already deflected the queen, what can we do?
Bishop to g7.
Bishop takes g7, correct? Rook g8. Now, when the king is in the middle of the board, you don't want to waste any moves. You have to try to find a way to checkmate him. And his king is very weak here, so what can you do first? What can you do here first? Basically, in just few moves, Fischer is going to mate his opponent here. So let's see if you can find it. Okay.
Bring your rook to e1.
Rook e1 check.
No, because the bishop is attacking the rook.
Yeah.
Check.
Oh yeah.
Wait, correct. No, but then the bishop would be attacking your rook. No, he's in other rook. Yeah, there's two rooks. Yeah, but he's losing it. No, he won't. It'll be a few moves. That's 2 moves.
All right, guys.
Okay. He did play rook fe1 check. I know you think it's a bad move because bishop can take it. But the king is in the middle of the board, so it's okay. You can lose the exchange here. But you have very good mating chances now. So he's going to have to take, correct? Now you take back with the other rook. Check. He can still go here. It's not checkmate yet. And now, think about it. Don't rush. Can you find a move after which black resigned here? Because he's going to get checkmated in 2 moves. White to play. A very strong move after which he just resigned. There are many moves you have, but this one is the most precise move here. Okay, go ahead. Bishop to f6. You have the right idea, but if we go right away, he can take you. See, that's the idea. We want to go bishop f6, and that will be a checkmate, but we cannot do right away because queen can take it. Okay? So you have to do something first.
Distract the queen with something else.
Okay, that would be great if we can find a way to distract the queen. But how? Okay, let's see. Okay.
Pawn g3.
See, pawn to g3, it looks like you're attacking my queen, but in fact I can take the bishop because I will be pinning the queen, the king. So you cannot take back my queen because of the pin here. Okay? So what can you do here? Yes. Rook e4, but can I just take it? I can just take it, yeah? So we cannot play rook e4 yet. So let's see, yes. Queen c3, that's a good move. That's a good move. You could play this move. But you have something better here, because we need to find a way to attack his queen. Because if his queen moves away from that diagonal, we can go bishop f6 and checkmate him. So what can we do here? Okay, yes?
Queen to e3.
Queen to e3, but you're not attacking the queen. You need to attack the queen. Yes?
Queen to g3.
Excellent. Queen to g3. That's what Fischer played. And his opponent resigned here. Let's see why. If he takes the queen, what do you do? 6. Checkmate. Okay?
Why doesn't the rook take the bishop?
Okay, let's do that. Let's see. If rook takes the bishop, then we take the queen check. F6, check, and then we go checkmate. So this is the game, Fischer against Ruben Fine from 1963, okay? It's a very famous game. And who is Bobby Fischer? Anybody know? Yes, who is it?
He's the world's youngest international grandmaster at age 14.
Okay, but what's the biggest accomplishment he had? No, he didn't play Deep Blue. Let's see. What? Yes. World champion. And where was he from? Okay, from US. No, not Russia. No, he was not from Russia, for sure. Okay, now. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna do some tactics, okay? And on mixed motifs. So white to play. You need to listen carefully so you know what you need to do here. White to play. Okay, wait. White to play checkmate in 2. Okay, For a few minutes, I want you to think first. Before you raise your hand, hands down, think first. And then, when you have it, then you can raise your hand, for sure. White to play, checkmate in 2. If you look at the position, you're actually down a rook and a pawn. Because black has 2 rooks. Okay? So that's why you have to do something very strong here. Otherwise, you're going to lose this game. So you need something very strong here. Okay? So white to play, checkmate in 2. A very nice idea here you can try to do. Yes, in the back. Better. Better. You're very close. You're very close, but you need something better. You have to try to check. Because if you don't check, you're going to give me a break to start checking, checking you. Do you see a check? There is a, you have a check here. Okay, let's see. Yes. Yeah. Queen takes h6 check, right?
Yes.
Now, what can black do here?
Move. Take it.
Can he go here?
No. Knight.
Knight is guarding it. He can't. So he cannot do anything. So you sacrifice your queen. So he has to take back with the pawn. And after he takes, what do you do? Rook to h7, checkmate. Okay? So by sacrificing the queen, you move this. All you needed to do in this position to win, you needed to move this pawn from here. So by sacrificing the queen, you accomplish that goal. He takes, and then you go rook h7, mate. Okay, great. Now, white to play. White is down actually 2 pawns, so it looks like he's in trouble here. But actually, white can checkmate here in 3 moves. White to play, checkmate in 3. What can you do here to checkmate in 3 moves? Okay, I'll give you a little bit more time, 1 or 2 minutes more to think on this one. You're down 2 pawns here, and if he cannot do anything, then he will just convert his advantage, right, and win the game. But you can do something here. What can you do? Something very nice. It's a brilliant idea here, and you checkmate in 3 moves. Checkmate in 3 moves. Let's see. Okay, let's see. You. Yeah. Bishop to h7 check.
Bye-bye, Bishop.
Shh. King takes h7. Bishop is here. He'll take you. Yeah, but that's already 2 moves, right? That's 2. I move the king again. You can take, but you know it's not going to be a checkmate. Okay? Something better you have here. Something better than bishop h7. It's a combination, okay?
Combination.
Okay, yes.
Queen
But he's gonna start checking you now. Check. Once he starts checking you now, he's gonna maybe even win your queen here with some pin.
Bishop to check.
No, you're under a check. You cannot move your bishop. So we cannot do that. So you have to try to do something better. You have something better here. Let's see. Okay, listen.
Rook captures G7.
Rook captures G7. Check. Very good. Now, for a moment, it looks like he can just take the rook, right? So let's see if there is a good follow-up. He has to take. Continue.
Queen to F7.
Queen to F7. Check.
Not there.
Now, what can he do? What's the only move he can try to do?
8.
King to H8.
Queen H7 checkmate.
That's it. See? So this is a typical idea. And you need to get used to this idea so you can find this kind of checkmates in your games as well. Okay? So let's go back again to see how this idea works. We start out with Rook G7 check. Rook G7 check. This is very, very important now. King takes G7. Check. King has to go back to H8. And Rook H7 mate. What this idea does, it removes the defender, okay? You remove the defender. The defender is this pawn. So you sacrifice your rook to remove the defender, then he doesn't have a defense, and then you follow it up with Queen H7, Queen F7 check, and then Queen H7 checkmate. Okay? That's a very, very nice idea here. Okay. I want everybody to be focused. And white to play checkmate in 2. If you look carefully in the position, you're down a rook here and a pawn. And if it's black to play, what can black do here? Queen to G2 or H2 checkmate, okay? So whatever you do, it has to be very quick. Otherwise, he's going to go there and checkmate. And doesn't look like we can checkmate him here because we cannot go Queen G7. Rook takes it. We cannot go Rook F8 because knight takes it. Okay? So for a moment, looks like we are losing. But you have a very nice move here. It's hard to see this move. That's why I wanted to you to do this exercise. So see if you can find this move here. White can checkmate here in 2 moves. Actually, maybe 3 moves in 1 line. But it's same type of mate. So let's see here if you can find a move here. Don't rush. When you see an answer, just double check the answer. Make sure you have the answer. It's correct. Okay, let's see. White to play checkmate in 2. Go ahead. Queen B8. Very good. Queen B8 check. Now, looks like black can just simply take it. Right? He can just take the queen. But when he takes the queen, see the knight on D7 was guarding this important square. So after he takes, he's no longer controlling this square. So what can we do? Rook to F8. Checkmate. See? And the knight, rook is checking. The knight is protecting the rook. And king cannot come up on G7 because of the mate. Okay? Now, and if he plays, he cannot come up because on F5 rook is guarding it, and he cannot come here, knight is guarding. So he can try to go rook E8. What do you do then? Check. He goes here. Very good. Okay. This is, since you did very well on the other ones, let's see if we can solve this one.
Who's to move?
White to play. No, I don't want anybody to raise their hands for the next few minutes, okay? Because this is a difficult one. White to play checkmate in 3. White to play checkmate in 3. Just check your answer first. It's not like it's. No, it's checkmate in 3.
Guys, come on. Think about it.
Think first. Think first. I told you it's difficult. If you think it's going to be like the other ones, no, this is much more difficult. I want you to do something very difficult. Now, let's see. Okay, go ahead. See, that's why I was saying don't rush. Stalemate. Draw.
Wrong. You're supposed to move the king, but not like that. No, it's
I can move the king. I cannot move the h pawn. It's blocked. And I cannot move the g pawn because it's pinned. So that's why don't rush. Okay? No, think. It's checkmate in 3 moves. So, the first move is a very special move. Very special move. Okay, let's see. Okay, go ahead.
King to f8.
Okay, again draw.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the draw, yeah. See, you're 2 pieces up. If you have 2 extra pieces, you draw, it's not good. It's like you give away half a point. Okay? Okay, yes.
Knight to
F5, F7. Yeah, these are winning moves. You will win the game here by playing this move, but you're not going to be able to win in 3 moves. This will take you a lot longer because I move away. Then you will probably win this pawns and checkmate, but it'll take a lot of moves. Okay? But here you can win in 3 moves. It's not an easy position. This is actually a lot of chess players have a hard time with this. So let's see if you can find this move. The problem is it's a stalemate here if you don't do anything. If you don't do anything very strong, it's going to be a stalemate. Now, what can you do here? Let's see. Yes, in the back. Yeah, but you remember, right? We talk about that. It's a stalemate. If you move your king anywhere on the board, it's stalemate. See, you go here. I have no moves. I have no legal moves. And if I don't have no legal moves, it's a draw. You cannot make me make an illegal move. Stalemate. Okay, let's see. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. 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 Again, knight to f5, you will probably win this game because knight f5 is a good move. In fact, if you go knight f5, you will win the game by winning this pawn, but it will take you at least 20-30 moves to checkmate with the bishop and knight, and you have to know actually how to do it. So it'll take you a long time. That's the second best move in this position. Second best. But who can find the best move here? See, what you need to do is you need to find a move that will break the stalemate.
You have to pin.
No, unpin.
Yeah, but how can you unpin? We can't really unpin here.
Oh yeah.
There's only one way to do it.
No, don't break the pawn.
Don't take the pawn.
So you would take the draw.
Yes.
King. No, don't. I know. D6. No.
Same thing. Stalemate.
Don't move that king.
Don't move the king whatsoever.
So we can't move the king. So let's try to find this move by method of elimination now.
Use your bishop.
We can't move the king.
Use your bishop.
Guys, quiet here. Lots of noise from here, okay? Just raise your hand, yeah? So we can't move the king. If we move the knight, we're probably going to win the game, but it's going to take you a lot longer.
So use the bishop.
So we have the bishop left, right? Yes.
Bishop to G7.
Bishop G7. But the thing is, if you take, now my king is going to escape from the corner. And with a single knight, you cannot win now. You cannot mate me with a single knight in this position. You're very close, but think. Very close. See, this is a tough one. Okay, yes. You could do that, but it will take you longer. You will win the game, but it'll take you like maybe 10, 15, 20 moves to win. Because knight f7, I go here.
Knight g8.
We don't have a mate, yeah? It'll take longer to win. Much longer. Yes? Bishop to f6. Excellent. Very good. Bishop to f6. Now, black has only one move here. I have to take the bishop, right?
Yes.
No choice. I have to take the bishop.
Yes.
Now, very important move you have to find here. Because he's trying to escape with the king. What are you going to do here? Follow it up.
No.
Not yet. Remember? He wants to escape. Shh.
Quiet in front.
Guys? Wilson. So you go king f8 now. Now, king is in the box. He cannot escape, but it's not a stalemate because he can push this pawn. Without this pawn, it would have been a draw. But with this pawn, now he has to push f5. And now what do you do? The last move? Knight f7, yeah? Knight attacks the pawn, it will be a draw, yeah? Because he will play h5 and we cannot mate him anymore. So we go knight to f7, checkmate. Now his pawns are now going this way, okay? But it's still a stalemate position. And this move no longer works because he cannot take, his pawns are going down. So it's stalemate. White to play checkmate in 3 again.
Or what about trying to get stalemate?
Well, black is trying to get a stalemate because stalemate will be a draw. But you don't want a stalemate with 2 extra pieces. You want to win, yeah? You need to, again, think of an idea to do something to break the stalemate. Exactly, but the problem is, if you move the bishop here, I cannot take because my pawns are going down now.
Yeah.
This is not a legal move. I can't do this. So it will be a stalemate. So now you have to find a different move to break the stalemate here. Again, this is an advanced, very advanced position for you.
I stalemate phobia.
Well, but you want to work on that, yeah? You don't want to just stalemate. Okay. What can you do here? Yes. Knight to b1 here. But he queens. See? He'll take and queen.
Quiet down, guys. Everyone.
Now you need to find a move to break the stalemate here first. Again, if you move your knight, you probably win, but it will take you longer, much longer to win. Now, let's see. Who can find it? Yes.
Bishop B7.
Bishop B. You mean B2?
Yeah, B2.
But then he takes.
And then you get
Then you go here. Then he queens. You take. He takes. Draw. It'll be a draw, yeah? You want to win with 2 extra pieces? You want to win, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to draw with 2 extra pieces. What can you do to break the stalemate so he can have a move to make here, huh? What can you do? Let's see. Yes.
Knight to C2.
Knight to C2 is a possibility, but he just goes here. He just goes here, huh? That's one already, and
or the pawn just goes down and queen.
no, it's check. You cannot queen. He checked you. He checked. So it's not a knight move. With a knight, we cannot win if we move.
You can't move your king, so you have to use your bishop.
No, I didn't say about the king. You could have moved the king in the previous position.
Oh, I know.
D1.
That's check.
That's stalemate, king d1. King d1 is a stalemate, yes. Very close. You want to go here? But here I have no moves. It will be a stalemate because I don't have moves. You're close, very close. Yes.
I got it. I got it on the white. White there. Right there.
Here? Here? But if you, it will be a stalemate because I cannot do anything. I cannot push the pawn and cannot do anything. So it will be a stalemate. We need to do something.
Nothing big.
Yes. Correct. King c3. Now, we get in front of our bishop. And for a moment it looks like, wait a minute, he can just queen now. He will win the game. So he's going to queen. Now what do you do? Mate in 2 now. Mate in 2. Yes. Go ahead.
No.
No.
Knight takes queen. He can take you. A little better, little better.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Little better.
Covered check.
Okay.
C2.
Check. King is in the corner, right? No squares to go to. He has to take. Takes.
Mate.
King takes c2, checkmate.
Bishop down.
Well, there's a.
See, in order to checkmate here in 3 moves, you have to get your king actually in front of your bishop. Okay? So you go king c3. He queens. And then you go knight c2 check. Takes king c2. Okay? Okay. Good job, everybody.